The following is a special sports broadcast presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg.
It's time for the West Virginia American Legion Baseball State Tournament, which is brought to you by Trips Flooring, Van Meter 9 and the Sycamore at Stonebridge, Queen Dental, Reed's Distributor, Tobin's Country Catering, TRG Services, Valley Health, Hagerstown Ford, the Browns Funeral Home and Cremations, Robert Fields and Sons, CMA Chevy and Toyota dealerships of Martinsburg, WVU Medicine, Cody's Auto Body, Parsons Ford, the Mansion Freddie Law Firm, the Berkeley County Health Department, Modern Realty Results, the Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies, Orsini's Home Store, Burke Schultz, Harmon and Jenkinson, L.A. Roberts Jewelers, Mother Shuckers, the Skinner Law Firm, the Mirius Group, Rocks, and the Palace Lounge. Let's go live to the field and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team.
Welcome back to P.O. Faulkner Park for Game 3 of Day 3 of the West Virginia American Legion Baseball State Tournament, the nightcap, here between Bridgeport, Post 68, and Morgantown, Post 2, the two teams in the tournament that have yet to lose. They'll play here to decide who moves on to the semifinal game. See who will play South Charleston Post 94 tomorrow. The loser of this game will stay alive, double elimination. Neither of these teams have lost yet. Loser of this game will play Charleston Post 65 tomorrow at 1 o'clock. The winner of this will play South Charleston at 4 o'clock tomorrow. Dylan Bishop on the call with you for Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Aiden Sensabaugh, our on-site producer. Talia Tompkins, our producer back at the studio. And we'll go ahead and give you the starting lineups for both sides here before first pitch on our Skinner Law pregame show. Brought to you by the Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, representing accident and injury claims for over 50 years. Go to SkinnerWins.com. Let's start off with the starting lineup for Morgantown Post 2, who will be the home team here today. Leading off is Gunnar Riley, number 3 in center field. Then we'll go to Wenkai Campbell, batting second in left field, wearing number 8. Number 21, Cody Thomas, will play shortstop and bat third. Tommy Montag will be the designated hitter, batting fourth. Number 22. Number 18, Caleb Cottle, will play first and bat fifth. In the sixth spot, it's the second baseman, number 2, Jet Walters. Tristan Millick will play a third base, wearing number 20, batting seventh. Max Cash, the catcher, number 5, will bat eighth. And rounding things out is Gabe Templeton, number 7, in right field. For Bridgeport, Post 68, leading things off will be Zach Rohrig at second base, wearing number 21. It'll be Brody Pierce, designated hitting, wearing number 32, batting second. Number 3 here will be left fielder number 19, Mark Biafor. Cleanup spot, it'll be the third baseman number 9, Dylan Duvall. Then it'll go Rowan Michaelis, playing first, wearing number 24, batting fifth. Isaac Lowe will wear number 44, play shortstop and bat sixth. Connor Blake, the catcher, 00, will bat seventh. In the eighth spot, it's right fielder number 3, Grant Lively. And rounding things out is the center fielder number 2, Sam Goodwin. Starting lineups brought to you by Trips Flooring. Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring needs? Call Trips Flooring at 304-229-7009. With that, we'll take a 2-minute break. And we'll be back with more American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
John's Pool Supplies, your local one-stop shop for all of your swimming pool needs. Located at 237 Eagle School Road, John's Pool Supplies has over 30 years of experience and a large selection of products, services, and supplies for your pool or hot tub. From custom liner installation and pool inspections to free water testing, call John's Pool Supplies at 304-267-2000 or go to johnspoolsupplies.com.
Mother Shuckers. Fresh Florida stone crab straight from the boat to your throat. Blue crabs, king, snow, Dungeness, all available year-round. try and find that anywhere else around here. Homemade soup specials every day. Mother Shuckers is located at 1014 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. Mother Shuckers, we have an opinion. If you don't like it, shuck it up, Buttercup. Come on over to Mother Shuckers.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or hancockchevy.com.
Welcome back to P.O. Faulkner Park. Getting ready for the top of the first inning here from P.O. Faulkner. Bridgeport post 68 will bat first as the away team. Morgantown post 2 will take the field first. Starting on the mound for Morgantown post 2, Dylan Travinsky throwing to Max Cash behind the plate. On the other side, in the bottom of the first, we'll see Justin Duvall throwing to Connor Blake behind the plate. Starting battery brought to you by Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Call 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page. On the top of the first, brought to you by Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, Robert Fields and Sons, proudly serving our area since 1880. Morgantown, post 2, got to this point with an 11-6 victory over Berkeley post 14 on Thursday night, and followed it up last night with a win 2-1. Walked it off the bottom of the 7th with a single to win the game over South Charleston. Sets them up in the winner's bracket here still. 2-0 on the tournament against Bridgeport post 68, who won their first game of the tournament, the first game of the tournament. 10 a.m. on Thursday, that one started, and it went 8 innings, and it took 8 innings for a run to be scored. Bridgeport won that game 1-0 on the back of a great pitching performance by Sammy Vianney, who, despite all he could do, no hits through 6 innings, no runs given up through 7 2/3 or 6 2/3, was not the winning pitcher. Had to be taken out. Bullpen got 1 out, and then Bridgeport won it in the bottom of the 8th. So 7 2/3. That was a win over Potomac Valley post 64. The first pitch of the game is a strike, and then Bridgeport won yesterday afternoon 6-4 over Charleston post 65. Second pitch of the game is hit on a line and off of Cody Thomas. As that one goes in the left field for a single. Zach Rohrig with a leadoff single to start the game. This is a bunt here. Brody Pierce ends up moving the runner over. So they out at first. The runner advances to second. Mark Beafor, left fielder, up third in the inning, number 19. He's going to hit the first pitch. Foul over the press box. Our first pitch was brought to you by the Marius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors, John Everson and Phil McCoy. Stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. Call 304-263-4343. This one runs inside. B4 has to duck out of the way. The 1-1 count. Travinsky looks back at second. Is going to be hit pretty softly, but well enough for it to get into center field for a single. It was blooped enough to where Zach Rohrig had to stay at second base waiting for it to drop, make sure that Cody Thomas couldn't get there and grab it. So he has to stay at second base on the single. A good start for Bridgeport. Single. And then moving the runner up to second base, and then another single. 2 hits already off of Travinsky. And we'll get another bunt attempt pulled back by the cleanup hitter Dylan Duvall. We'll see Justin Duvall doing the pitching for Bridgeport. 20-13 on the season is Bridgeport post 68. Morgantown 30-5. So this next pitch comes in bouncing for ball 1, 1-1. Travinsky ready. And the pitch. Ball 2. Last night, Duvall had himself a single, then a ground out, and then reached on an error in his 3 at-bats. 2-1. This is going to be a foul ball over the first base side. 2-2 now. Runner on first and second, 1 out here in the top of the first. Still early, no score. Between Morgantown and Bridgeport. Post 2 versus post 68. This next pitch comes in high for ball 3. So a full count. 1 out. Payoff pitch will be outside for ball 4. Duvall goes down to first. BF4 moves to second. Rohrig moves to third. Bases are loaded with 1 out. That'll bring up Rowan Michaelis, first baseman who had the walk-off in the 8th inning of Thursday's game. Also had himself 2 hits yesterday, a double and a single. He'll take strike 1 to start this at-bat. Now the 0-1 goes across for another strike. The windup and the pitch from Travinsky is another foul ball. If you're just joining us, we've already had 2 games so far today. We saw the defending state champion Berkeley Post 14 Hornets eliminated in game 1 against Charleston Post 65. A 5-1 game. We have another foul ball by Michaelis. And then we had an 8-inning thriller between South Charleston Post 94 and the eventual winners Wheeling Post 1. This is another one hit high up in the air, but it looks like it will once again be a foul ball out of play. Count stays 0-2. Bases still loaded as Bridgeport tries to get an early first inning lead. See another one hit in the air. Looks like foul territory. See if anyone's able to get over to it. And no, not quite. Ball hits off the top of the fence. Gabe Templeton almost got over to it. Here's the next 0-2. This is hit high into left center field, but going back and tracking it, making the catch is Wenkai Campbell. But that will be deep enough to allow the runner to tag up and score from third base. RBI sac fly for Rowan Michaelis makes it 1-0. Post 68. Brings up Isaac Lowe, the shortstop. 2 outs now. Runners on first and second. Rohrg was the only base runner to tag up. Travinsky back to the stretch. Throws a first pitch strike. See if Morgantown can limit the damage to just 1 run. Here's the next one. The 0-1 is in for strike 2. One for 3 day yesterday for Lowe. Single in the first inning. As part of the 6-run early onslaught that Bridgeport had against Charleston. This next pitch comes in for ball 1. Charleston post 65 almost made a comeback. They got 4 runs up on the board, but not enough to make up the 6-0 deficit. And that was the final score of that one. 1-2 count, 2 outs. 2 runners on. Here's the pitch. Just inside for ball 2. Lowe steps back into the left-handed batter's box against the righty Travinsky. And the pitch. High for ball 3. So a full count with 2 outs. Expect the runners on first and second to be moving on the pitch. Here it is from Travinsky. This hit on the ground towards first base, into the glove of Caleb Cottle. He will jog over to first, step on the base for out number 3. Bridgeport able to load the bases with 1 out, gets a sacrifice fly to follow, gives them a 1-0 lead after the top of the first. And after the 60-second break, we'll be back for the bottom of the first. This is the American Legion West Virginia State Tournament on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
I like the layout of the course very much. I think it challenges the low handicappers and is very playable for the mid and high handicappers.
All different levels can play on this course.
I think it challenges you from the get-go.
And the first tee program here is one of the best, if second to none. It is the best in the state of West Virginia.
The men have a league, the women have a league, the kids have things going on. Like, it really is kind of the whole package here at Locust Hill. Everybody's very welcoming.
Love the folks here that play golf, but a lot of great relationships and friendships with people here.
You know, sometimes you can only judge a course by their members. We have a great core membership here.
I was able to build some fantastic relationships here, and that's why I've been here for 30 years. When you join any club, you're joining to play golf, but you're really paying for the experience. And the experience here at Locust I found to always be a good time and a fun affair.
To schedule a tee time, become a member, or see upcoming events, visit www.locusthillgolfcourse.com or call us today at 304-728-7300.
Back for the bottom of the first. Brought to you by Orsini's Home Store, not just an appliance store any longer. Visit them at 360 Hack Wilson Way, Martinsburg, or online at Orsini's.com. Bridgeport post 68 puts up 1 run in the top of the first inning. So now we'll see Justin Duvall pitch for the first time with Connor Blake behind the plate to the Morgantown Post 2 lineup. That'll lead off with Gunnar Riley, Wenkai Campbell, and Cody Thomas. Here in the bottom of the first. (7:12 p.m. here at P.O. Faulkner Park. 83 degrees. We'll have sunset here in about an hour and 15 minutes at 8:28. 3 mile per hour winds right now. 48% humidity. Feels like 86. Weather brought to you by CMA's Martinsburg and Winchester dealerships. Proud to be the owners who just care more. And that'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Gunnar Riley, who's had himself a good tournament so far. He'll take the first pitch for a ball. And the second pitch he'll hit on the ground over to third base. Dylan Duvall makes the throw to Rowan Michaelis for the first out. Brings up Wenkai Campbell. First game, Wenkai Campbell's hit by the first pitch of the at-bat. Campbell had himself 3 singles on Thursday night against Berkeley Post 14. Brings up Cody Thomas, who had an even better game himself on Thursday in that game against Post 14. Hit a grand slam to give Morgantown the lead that they never gave back. First pitch will fall onto the turf and get past Connor Blake behind the plate and allow the runner Campbell to move up to second base. Cody Thomas did go 0 for 3 last night, though. 2 strikeouts and a flyout against South Charleston. See if he can get back on track in this one. Infield for Bridgeport, left to right, Dylan Duvall, Isaac Lowe, Zach Rohrig, Rowan Michaelis. Outfield, left to right, Mark Beafor, Sam Goodwin, Grant Lively. Now Duvall will look and pitch to Blake. Ball 2, 2-0. Runner on second and 1 out. Here in the bottom of the first. 1-0 lead from the top of the first for Bridgeport Post 68 over Morgantown Post 2. Here's the next pitch. It's going to be a ball lined and hooked foul for the first strike of the at-bat. Now look back at second by Duvall, and he'll try to pick him off, and nearly got him, as Campbell was definitely caught off guard a bit, took a bit of maybe a half step towards third base, thinking that Duvall was coming to the plate with the ball. But umpire says he got back in time. He's close to the play there to make the call. It comes to the plate. Ball 2, breaking ball. Goes a little too far outside and low. Here's 2-1. Or 3-1, excuse me, as that's ball 4. That'll bring up Tommy Montag, designated hitter. The runners on first and second now. There's a chance with one out to do some damage, get Morgantown at least back even. Duvall, long look back at second. Now the throw. This is hit into left field. Medium depth. Coming in and for it is Mark Beafor making the catch. Runners are going to stay where they are after out number 2. Brings up Caleb Cottle, first baseman. Cottle last night had an RBI single, was hit by a pitch. First pitch from Duvall is going to be hit well into right field, but hooks foul over towards the Bridgeport bullpen. Thursday's game didn't go quite as well for Cottle. Flew out, grounded out, walked, and flew out again, which turned into a double play. Next pitch is a ball, 1-1. Duvall will set, look back at second, and go again. This is hit over towards the left side of the infield, and it'll get through into the outfield. And slipping, rounding third is Wenkai Campbell. I think he was getting sent to the plate. Slips on the turf. So, no play at the plate. Does load the bases. But potentially could have been a run. So the bases will be loaded here with 2 outs for Jet Walters.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 2, Jet Walters.
Walters drew 2 walks yesterday and had himself a single. If he does any of that, a run will score, at the very least, from Morgantown. Takes the first pitch for a ball. Walters had an RBI single on Thursday against Post 14. He'll take the next pitch for a ball. 2-0 count to Walters with the bases loaded. Next pitch. Does catch the zone for strike 1. Didn't get the exact pitch he wanted, so he lays off. Still ahead in the count. Justin Duvall readies and throws. This one will break inside and off the plate for ball 3. Three-one count. Here comes the pitch. Ball 4. Run will come in, tying the game at 1. Third walk of the inning for Justin Duvall. Bases stay loaded for Tristan Millick. 17 pitches into the game for Justin Duvall. Here's 18. Strike 1. Millick was the starting pitcher on Thursday. Post 2. Wasn't in the lineup last night either. Next pitch, bounces, gets away from the catcher, recovers, but flips it, and it gets away from him. 1 run scores, and because of the error, here comes another one to the plate. And again, the ball gets away. Not able to secure it at the plate is Justin Duvall. 2 runs score on the wild pitch, making it 3-1 Morgantown. And we'll get a mound visit already here in the first inning. So the count is now 1-1. Still a runner on second base. The score is now 3-1 post 2. 3 runs up on the board in the bottom of the first. Morgantown with the best record in the state coming in to the tournament, 28-5. They've improved to 30-5. Now they have a strong lead to try to continue that. Swing and a miss at the 1-1 for strike 2. Duvall trying to recover. Get out of this inning with only 3 runs given up. 1-2. Gets away from him. Another wild pitch. Allows the runner to move to third. So Duvall really struggling to find his control. 3 walks given up in the inning. Another wild pitch after that. Lets 2 runs come in and just another wild pitch there. Count is 2-2. Here's the pitch. Another one low for ball 3. Hill ready and come to the plate with the 3-2. Millett gets a bat on the ball, but it goes foul. Another full count pitch. And another foul ball, almost at the same spot. Duvall steps back onto the mound. Chet Walters on third base. Here's the pitch. And it bounces for ball 4. Here comes the runner from home, sliding in easily for the 4th run of the inning. Is Jet Walters, giving Morgantown a 4-1 lead. And the walk puts the runner on first base as well.
Now batting, the catcher, number 5, Max Cash.
Max Cash comes to the plate, swings and misses at the first pitch. At this point, you just want Duvall to get through the inning. Now facing his 8th batter of the bottom of the first. Another big hack comes up empty for Cash. Count 0-2. Here's the pitch. Comes in low. Runner goes. This ball comes in. Catcher won't even throw down. Stolen base for Tristan Millick. Morgantown with 4 runs in the inning on only 1 hit. 1-2 count. Runner on second now. And this pitch also comes in for a ball. Right And only one error. Some wild pitches. Only one error in the field. Wild pitches and walks are driven in these runs. This is on the ground. The 2-2. Shortstop low, throws over to first. And finally, Bridgeport gets out of the inning with the third out. But Morgantown, post 2, able to get 4 runs up on the board to take a 4-1 lead. We'll take a 60-second break and be back with the second inning. This is the West Virginia American Legion State Tournament on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Insurance companies like to play games. They say they're on your side, but they aren't. We have a team that can handle any curveball they throw. At Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, you get a dedicated lawyer, and every case gets a team effort. So you get nearly 150 combined years of experience going to bat for you. And we like to win. Join the team that takes your personal injury case seriously. Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. We play hardball.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
Seven, 8, 9 hitters due up in the top of the second for Bridgeport post 68. After a 4-run bottom of the first for Morgantown post 2, our top of the second is brought to you by the personal injury attorneys Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. Visit burkeandschultz.com. We play hardball. Be Connor Blake, the catcher behind the plate. Comes up into the batter's box for Bridgeport to start off the top of the second. They were able to get a 1 run up on the board. They loaded the bases, got themselves a sacrifice fly from Rowan Michaelis. And a ground out after that ended the inning. See what the bottom of the order does against Dylan Travinsky. First pitch in for a strike. And a foul ball for number 2. This is softly hit towards the left side of the infield, running in for it, throwing on to first base. It's Tristan Millick in time. The first out. Not an easy play there. So Blake goes down quickly. 2-pitch at bat. First pitch in to Lively for a ball. So Blake, Lively, Goodwin. 7, 8, 9. Lively in right field, wearing number 3. Bridgeport, wearing blue jerseys with the white stripe, red lettering on post 68 across the chest. White lettering on the numbers. Names under the jersey numbers on the back. Strike 1 comes in, evens the count at 1-1. White hats for Bridgeport as the second pitch comes in for a ball. The red helmets, the arrowheads for Bridgeport. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, 2-2. Morgantown in their black uniforms. White pants, white lettering, blue trim. This one hit high in the air, shallow left field. Running in for it is Campbell. He's going to make the catch for the second out. Two up, two down in the top of the second in this 4-1 game. Post 2 out of Morgantown, keeping their lead as Sam Goodwin, the bottom of the order, comes up trying to bunt for a hit with 2 outs. Travinsky comes off the mound, fires, and his throw brings Caleb Cottle at first base off the bag. So that's a 2-out base runner. I think I'll have to give that an error to Travinsky. I think the throw would have been in time if it had not been too high. First pitch into Rohrig is a ball. Next pitch will be outside for ball 2, 2-0. The runner on first. Travinsky readies and fires. The runner goes. Throw down by Cash will not be in time. Ball was outside for ball 3. 3-0 count to Rohrig. Now with the runner on second and 2 outs. Stolen base for Sam Goodwin. Travinsky throws. Ball 4. Too low. Didn't get it over the knees.
Now batting number 32, Larry Pierce.
So 2 times on base for 2 at-bats for Rohrig. Second walk from Travinsky. 2 runners on now. Here's a throw. First pitch in for a strike to Brody Pierce. Pierce bunted Rohrig from first to second. First time up. Able to manufacture that run for Bridgeport that they have up on the board. Next pitch is a foul ball. 0-2 count with 2 outs. Travinsky looking to keep the 3-run lead for Morgantown. Here's the next pitch. Hit on the ground, up the middle. Past the diving glove of Jet Walters and into center field. Runner sent home from second base, and he will come across. Throw just barely late. Sam Goodwin's speed and his stolen base manufactures another run for Bridgeport, make it 4-2. Trying to chip away at the lead that Morgantown got themselves. Bridgeport post 68. Second run up on the board. Brings up Mark Beafor. He takes the first pitch inside for a ball. Runners still on first and second. Two outs. Travinsky looks back, now throws, and another one inside, ball 2. We'll get a quick visit by the catcher up to the pitcher on a 2-0 count. Perhaps making sure Bridgeport's not getting any sort of signs on this next pitch. The 2-0 pitch comes across for strike 1. Beafor singled in the first inning. He has himself a 2-1 count right now. 2 runners on base. Here's the pitch from Travinsky. This is a ground ball over to shortstop. Throw to second base by Thomas for the force out. Will retire the side. So Bridgeport's able to get 1 run up on the board, cut the deficit to 2. And Morgantown, post 2, still leads 4-2. We'll go to the bottom of the second after the 60-second break. This is the West Virginia American Legion State Tournament on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
One of the questions lawyers get asked the most is, what is my case worth?
I'm Steven Skinner, and this is my brother Andrew with Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers.
The truth is, it's very difficult for a lawyer to pinpoint a number because every case is different.
We get to know each situation and we'll give you an idea of what your case is worth and why.
The sooner we get involved, the better we can do getting you the compensation you deserve.
Google Skinner Lawyers or go to skinnerwins.com. We'll treat you like family.
From breathtaking outdoors to unique local eats, world-class geocaching, and thriving local culture, Martinsburg, Berkeley County, West Virginia is where you can live your adventure. Berkeley County offers fantastic outdoor experiences, from our rugged hiking paths to scenic nature paths, public parks, fishing streams, and nature preserves. Cap off your outdoor adventures with a stroll through historic downtown Martinsburg. Join us and immerse yourself in our rich local history and scenic surroundings. Check out upcoming events and plan your adventure at travelwv.com.
Bottom of the second inning on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10, brought to you by the Berkeley County Health Department. Prevent, Promote, Protect, offering public, clinical, and environmental services at 122 Waverly Court in Martinsburg. First pitch of the inning is a ball to the 9-hitter from Morgantown, Gabe Templeton, playing out in right field. And strike one from Justin Duvall, who gave up 4 runs in the first inning, even though he just gave up 1 hit. Strike two, excuse me. Be the top of the order after Templeton. It was 4 walks, some wild pitches that were the culprit for Morgantown getting out to the lead as ball 2 comes in to even the count. And here's the 2-2. Comes in. And the ball hits Templeton on the elbow, but he stuck that elbow out there. So it's just the ball, 3-2. Here's the full count pitch. It's going to be a soft grounder. You got jammed coming up from second base and making the play in time is Zach Rohrig. Out number 1 to retire things. That is how the first inning started, though, with a ground out by Gunnar Riley, who comes up now. He grounded out to the third baseman as he takes strike 1 to start this at-bat. Riley had 2 hits yesterday, a double and a single, and he's going to get plunked just like he did yesterday in the first inning against South Charleston. Second hit batter by Duvall. It's his 5th walk. Puts a runner on first with 1 out. Runner goes as a hit and run. Catch is made out in center field. They should be able to double up the runner, and they do. Double play for Bridgeport. It's going to end the inning with no runs given up. Still 4-2. Morgantown post 2 leads after 2 full. We'll take a 60-second break and be back with the top of the third. This is American Legion Baseball, the state tournament on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
If you're going to hit like trash all day, I tell you what, I got a real chance here. Oh, hey, speaking of, I was coming down the road the other day back from McIntosh Valley, and I saw a billboard with these crazy deals that Panhandle Dumpsters have.
Drew, hey, come on.
Oh, and did you know that if you sign up, you get your first month free? Dude, sorry, man. But I just wish somebody would have told me about these crazy deals that Panhandle Dumpsters has.
Drew, how many times have I told you to sign up for Panhandle Dumpsters? They give away discounts for first responders, veterans, and seniors. If you pay for a whole year, you get the 13th month free. Now shut up and watch me hit this drive.
Signing up with Panhandle is like a hole-in-one every day.
We move to the top of the third inning here from Peel Faulkner Park. Top third brought to you by Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. You can call them at 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page.
Now batting, number 9, Dylan Duval.
Dylan Duval will have his second at bat. Drew a walk first time up. He's going to swing at the first pitch and hit it foul over the Bridgeport dugout. Post 68 trails 4-2. The 0-1 pitch is going to be outside for a ball. 1-1. Next pitch is going to be another foul ball over to that same side. The 1-2 from Travinsky is jammed, but able to get it and bloop it just inside the right field foul line for a single to lead off the inning is Dylan Duval. Third hit allowed by Travinsky. Brings up Rowan Michaelis. Drove in the first run with a sac fly for post 68. He's going to bunt. Tries to get it down and move the runner over. Millick grabs it, throws it to first, gets the out. Sacrifice works, though. Bridgeport has been more than willing to manufacture their runs, trade outs for bases. The runner moves up to second. Now with one out. Isaac Lowe will come up. He grounded out to end the first inning. Hit it right over to Cottle at first. He will take the first pitch inside for ball one. Long look back at second before coming to the plate. Here's a foul ball over towards the press box. Off the net. 1-1 count. Lowe steps back in the batter's box. Waits the pitch from Travinsky. Here it comes. This is going to be hit in the center field for a single. Coming around third, headed home. And scoring from second base is Duval. Post 68 puts their third run up on the board, cuts the deficit to just one.
Now batting, number 0, Connor Blake.
Connor Blake will come up. Take the first pitch for a strike. Runner on first and one out. It's now a 4-3 game. Post 68, back within just a run. Runner goes, hit and run, and it's a base hit in the left field. Making a turn, but staying at second base is low. But another hit for Bridgeport. And we're going to at the very least get a visit to the mound for Travinsky. Looks like it'll just be that. Runners on first and second with one out. Dylan Travinsky already at 55 pitches. Here with just one out in the third. Giving up 4 hits and 2 walks so far.
Now batting number 3, Grant Lively.
Also have him down for an error. Grant Lively comes up. Flew out the left field last inning. Travinsky steps off. Looks the runner back to second. A long look into his catcher. And look back at second. Now the pitch. Bunt attempt. But it goes and hits off the top of the bat. Flies back into the net. Blake was 0 for 3 yesterday. In the 6-4 win for Bridgeport over Charleston. He's going to hit this one in the left field. Deep, running back for it is Wenkai Campbell. It's going to hit off the wall on one bounce. One runner's going to come across from third base and score. It's an RBI double to tie the game at 4 for Grant Lively. Isaac Lowe comes across from second base around third and scores, and it's 4-4. And runners are still on second and third for Bridgeport. Infield comes in. It's a ground ball. First baseman makes the play. Cottle makes the play over to first base with the second baseman, Jet Walters, covering. And they'll say he got there in time. Time called. They're switching out balls. So it is a 3-4 ground out. For Sam Goodwin. Big swing and miss. The first pitch of the at-bat by Rohrig. He'll take the second pitch for a ball. Now 1-1. So Bridgeport, slowly but surely, has come back to tie this game again at 4. Breaking ball on the 1-1 pitch is outside for ball 2. And they have a great opportunity to take the lead. But a big swing and miss by Rohrig on the 2-1 for strike 2. Here's the next pitch. Called strike 3 on the outside part of the plate. Great time for Dylan Travinsky to get his first strikeout. Ends the inning. Keeps the game tied. But Bridgeport adds on 2 runs to tie the game at 4. We'll go to the bottom of the third after the 60-second break and see if Morgantown can answer and take the lead back. This is the West Virginia American Legion State Tournament on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
We are the Skinner Brothers. Most folks only need a lawyer once or twice in their lives. And when they're injured or in an accident, most people don't know what to do. We get it. It can be overwhelming.
Nobody likes to be told, you need a lawyer. But that's why we're here. We want to get you back to your normal life. and help you recover.
So if you or a loved one has been in an accident, give us a call. Let us figure out how we can get you compensation.
Reach us at SkinnerWins.com or Google Skinner Lawyers. We'll treat you like family.
WVU Medicine introduces Walk-In Wednesdays. The Human Resources Department at the WVU Medicine Corporate Center in Martinsburg will host Walk-In Wednesdays every Wednesday in July. A WVU recruiter will be on site 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. to answer questions about positions available and assist those who submit applications via Workday. The WVU Medicine Corporate Center is located at 121 Administrative Drive in Martinsburg. Stop by to learn why employees who work here thrive here.
Bottom of the third on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. It's brought to you by the team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results. If you're looking for a home in the tri-state, they have you covered. Bridgeport tacks on 2 runs in the top of the third to tie this game back at 4. As Morgantown posts 2, will come back up to the plate with their 3, 4, 5 hitters, the heart of the order. Justin Duvall will throw the first pitch of the inning outside for ball 1. Bridgeport was able to get out of the second inning with just 3 batters faced. This next pitch comes in for ball 2. Started with a ground out, then a hit by pitch, and then a double play on a hit and run attempt by Morgantown. Brings up Cody Thomas. Drew a walk first time around, then came in around and scored. Ball 3, 3-0. And this will be a 4-pitch walk. Cody Thomas will go down to first base with his second drawn walk of the game and the 6th walk by Justin Duvall.
Now batting, number 22, Tommy Montag.
Brings up Tommy Montag, who flew out on a pretty well hit fly ball to left field in the first inning. First pitch, breaking ball. Breaks a little too far. Comes in for ball 1. And here's the 1-0. Hit on the ground towards second base. Into the glove of Rohrig, and the throw over to first where he has his only play. So it's a fielder's choice that moves the runner up to second. Brings up Caleb Cottle, who had a single that loaded the bases. It would have driven in a run if Wenkai Candle hadn't stumbled coming around third. More of a slip than a stumble. Either way, he did eventually come in and score, as did Campbell, as did Thomas. Thomas stands out on second base, taking a lead off the bag. This will be hit on the ground towards shortstop. Low, throw over to first in time for out number 2. So 2 straight fielder's choices on the ground are able to move Cody Thomas all the way to third base. And now 2 outs in the inning.
Now batting, number 2, Jet Walters.
Jet Walters comes up. He had an RBI as he walked with the bases loaded first inning. And he'll take this pitch for ball 1 to start this at-bat. He was also the 4th run to score in that 4-run bottom of the first. One 1-0 count. Here's a pitch from Duvall. This is going to be hit in the air to center field. Going over and making the catch into the glove on the right hand is Sam Goodwin. So Morgantown, post 2, can't quite manufacture the run all the way home. They get him to third and then strand him. So a scoreless bottom of the third. That means we'll go to the fourth after the 60-second break, still tied at 4 apiece. This is the American Legion State Tournament on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
If you're going to hit like trash all day, I tell you what, I got a real chance here. Oh, hey, speaking of, I was coming down the road the other day back from McIntosh Valley, and I saw a billboard with these crazy deals that Panhandle Dumpsters have.
Drew, hey, come on.
Oh, and did you know that if you sign up, you get your first month free? Dude, sorry, man. But I just wish somebody would have told me about these crazy deals that Panhandle Dumpsters has.
Drew, how many times have I told you to sign up for Panhandle Dumpsters? They give away discounts for first responders, veterans, and seniors. If you pay for a whole year, you get the 13th month free. Now shut up and watch me hit this drive.
Signing up with Panhandle is like a hole-in-one every day.
Brody Pierce will be due up first to start the top of the fourth. Designated hitter for Bridgeport will get his third at bat. Top of the fourth brought to you by Farmers and Mechanics Insurance. And reliable coverage since 1877. Call 304-263-0809 or visit fmiwv.com. First pitch strike for Travinsky. His second pitch will break outside for ball 1. Now the 1-1 count will be a fastball inside for ball 2. A sac bunt, an RBI single as ball 3 comes across. Those are the 2 at-bats so far for Pierce out of the 2 spot in the lineup. And this 3-1 will be hit softly into center field, running in and making the catch is Gunnar Riley. He had to be on his horse a little bit to get to that one. So that'll be the first out, and that'll bring up Mark Biafor. Biafor 1 of 2 with a single. And then, well, a fielder's choice afterwards, 6-4. He did get on base. Strike 1 to start his at-bat. Now the 0-1. Can't quite catch the outside part of the plate. That's ball 1, 1-1 with 1 out. Next pitch. Hit on a line. Base hit in the left field. Continues a good day hitting for Mark Biafor out of the 3-hole. 6th hit for Bridgeport. Puts a runner on first with 1 out. Dylan Duvall comes to the plate, 1 for 1 with a walk and a single. He's come across the score 1 time. Time called at the plate before the first pitch comes into him. He'll square around the bunt and then pull it back. Ball 1. 1-0 count. Time called. That was pitch number 73 from Travinsky. Through 3 1/3. Squaring to bunt again on this pitch. Ball is outside. Runner steals second base. Just barely gets in under the tag. Biafor will be safe at second. Two-0 count. Runner on second now. Next pitch from Travinsky is inside for ball 3. .3-0 count to Duvall, who's already drawn a walk once, and he'll do it again. Fourth pitch is high for ball 4. 3 walks for Travinsky. Runner on first and second with 1 out now. Brings up Rowan Michaelis, who's had some sort of sacrifice both times. He's come to the plate. Takes strike 1 to start this at bat. 0-1. Sac fly RBI first time, and then a sacrifice bunt to move over Dylan Duvall in his second at bat. He'll take the next pitch for a ball low. 1-1 now. Time called by Michaelis. Travinsky looks back at second, now throws. Strike 2 called. Counts 1-2. Runners on first and second, 1 out. Game tied at 4. Here's a pitch. Foul ball. It's the 80th pitch from Travinsky. Morgantown Post 2 has gotten some good pitching so far in this tournament. Tristan Millick started things out. Gave up 4 runs in his very first inning, but then was able to pitch for a total of 6 and not give up more than 1 hit for the rest of the game. And there's a strike 3 swinging. Travinsky's second strikeout. That's the second out of the inning. They followed up with a pitching performance yesterday from Dakin, who went the distance, 7 innings, gave up only 4 hits, 2 walks. 1 run on 7 strikeouts. Strike on the first pitch to Isaac Lowe, now with 2 outs and runners on first and second. Next pitch is going to be fouled away. Travinsky, though, through 3 2/3, up 6 hits and 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, 4 runs up on the board. Game is tied, though. Here's the 0-2. And he got him to chase. Swing and miss. Strike 3 from Lowe. His 3rd strikeout for Travinsky. He gets 2 in a row to end the inning and keep the game tied after 3.5 innings. So halfway through this one, we're still tied. Take a 60-second break and be back with the bottom of the 4th. This is the West Virginia American Legion State Baseball Tournament. Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl tile and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
Bottom of the fourth on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Go to fordofhagerstown.com. We'll start off the inning with the bottom of the order for Morgantown Post 2. Tied at 4 with Bridgeport Post 68. The winner's side of the state tournament. Day 3. Ball 1 inside from Justin Duvall to Millick, who walked his first time. And he'll take ball 2. As I mentioned, last half inning, Millick was the winning pitcher on Thursday against Berkeley Post 14. Next pitch comes in for ball 3. You see a look came in from Connor Blake behind the plate, back at the home plate umpire. I expected it to be called strike 1. Instead, the count is 3-0. And this will be low for ball 4. Millick draws his second walk in as many at-bats. And that is the 7th walk allowed by Justin Duvall. The loser of this game is not eliminated from the tournament. This is the only game of the day today that is between two teams that have yet to lose in this double elimination bracket. The loser of this game will play Charleston Post 65 tomorrow at 1 o'clock. The winner of this game will play Wheeling Post 1 tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Bunt attempt. Hits off the bat of Max Cash and goes foul. For as many walks and runs as Justin Duvall has given up on the mound, you would think that he's thrown more than just 52 pitches. A few of those walks have been hit by pitches on early pitches in the at-bat. Another bunt attempt missed by Cash. They'll try to catch Millick over at first. Not able to. Count is now 0-2 after the missed bunt. Cash grounded out to shortstop in his only at-bat so far. Morgantown does have only one official hit on the board. That one coming from Caleb Cottle in the first inning. Here comes the bunt. He'll get it to the pitcher. Duvall will throw it to first to Michaelis for the first out. That'll take Millick to second base. Now bring us to 1 out in the inning. Gabe Templeton at the bottom of the order now. Up as Duvall will take a quick step off the mound. And he'll come back up. Looks back at second base. And now throws. And the curveball just barely off the plate for ball 1. Last half inning for Bridgeport, top of the 4th, was the first inning that they've had that they didn't score a run. (1-0). This is going to be hit in the left field for a base hit. Holding up at third base is Millick. That'll put runners on the corners, first and third. Just 1 out in the inning. Second hit of the day for Morgantown. It's been an opposite approach to the 4 runs so far for Morgantown. They got all 4 of their runs in the first inning, whereas Bridgeport spread it out. 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the third. We get a mound visit here. Duval at 3 1/3 innings pitched. 2 hits, 7 walks, 4 runs. Like I mentioned, all 4 of those runs in the first inning. Mound visit concludes.
Now batting, number 3, Gunnar Riley.
Gunnar Riley comes back up. That mound visit coming at 58 pitches for Duval. Next pitch. First pitch to Riley, foul ball. Count is 0-1. Runners on first and third. Just 1 out in this tie game. Morgantown trying to retake the lead that they had in the first inning. Next pitch, another foul ball. Out towards the parking lot. The 0-2 count now to Gunnar Riley. It was 0 for 1 with a ground out and a hit by pitch. The runner goes. Hit and run attempt. Hitting the other way. Great swing by Gunnar Riley. Is going to have that ball fall in right field. 1 run will easily score. And the hit and run will allow the other run to come all the way from first base and give Morgantown a 2-run lead, 6-4. And Riley, his speed and going on the throw to home, try to get the runner, gets all the way to third base with a triple. 2 RBI triple for Gunnar Riley. Puts Morgantown back on top. And with that, the day will be done for Justin Duval after 3 1/3. As Bridgeport brings in a new pitcher, we'll take a 30-second break and be back with more American Legion State Tournament baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Have you been smoking? I can smell it. Hickory. I'm gonna watch you smoke the whole pack.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
Have you been smoking? I can smell it. Hickory. I'm gonna watch you smoke the whole pack.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
After 3 1/3 innings, Justin Duval comes out, having given up 6 runs on 3 hits and 7 walks. We'll bring Brody Pierce to the mound. Post 68 will simply drop the DH, and the designated hitter will become the pitcher. As Morgantown, post 2, takes a 6-4 lead. Pitching changes brought to you by Smallwood and Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution at 121 Administrative Drive in Martinsburg. And call them at 304-263-3361.
Just dropping the DH. Gotcha. Bridgeport has dropped their DH.
Brings up Wenkai Campbell.
Now batting, number 8, Wenkai Campbell.
0 for 1, got hit by a pitch his first time around, then flew out in the second inning. Runner still on third. This is going to be popped up in foul territory over the Morgantown dugout. Strike 1. A runner on third and one out here in the bottom of the fourth. And this is another one hit up in the air. This might be in play. We'll see if anyone can make over. And sliding, making a great play is Dylan Duvall. But deep enough of a play that Gunnar Riley tags up and scores from third to add another insurance run up on the board for Morgantown Post 2, making it 7-4. So a sac fly RBI for Wenkai Campbell. Gives us 2 outs. Bases are empty now. It's now a 3-run lead, 7-4 for Post 2 out of Morgantown. To credit that run to Justin Duvall. Big cut and a miss by Cody Thomas. Thomas 2 walks in 2 at-bats. Next pitch from Pierce. Just a bit inside. Evens the count at 1-1. Another one runs inside. Ball 2. Pierce winds and fires again. This one bounces in front of home plate for ball 3. Three-one count here with 2 outs. Thomas will watch this one go outside for ball 4. So perhaps teams still remembering Thursday's Grand Slam, as in 3 at-bats, Cody Thomas has drawn 3 walks.
Now batting number 22, Tommy Montag.
Brings up Tommy Montag. Flew out to left field and had himself a fielder's choice in the first and the third. Montag is going to give this one a ride out to deep center field. Backing up for it and missing it as he sticks his glove out to Sam Goodwin in center. The ball drops down. Here comes Cody Thomas around and scoring to give Morgantown another 4-run lead in another 4-run inning. RBI double for Tommy Montag. As he tattooed that one out to deep center. Sure, there's plenty of parks where that one would have just been over the wall for a home run. But the tall 370-foot center field wall here at P.O. Faulkner at least kept it in the park. And it drives in a run. It's 8-4 Post 2. Caleb Cottle will look at the first pitch from Pierce outside for a ball. Pierce gives a look back at second. Now the throw will be across the plate for strike 1. One count. Pierce looks back at Montag, now throws. And this one bounces, gets away. Montag will be able to go to third base as Blake runs back towards the backstop to get the ball. It's a 2-1 count. Now a runner on third base. Cottle had himself a single in the first inning. This one's hit up in the air, but slicing foul. Dylan Duvall made another play at it. 2-2 count now with 2 outs. Cottle steps back in. Lefty versus righty. Here's a pitch. This is a check swing foul. The count will stay the same. Pierce back on the mound. He readies. He throws. To be hit out into the left center field gap. More towards left field. Ranging over. Making the catch is Mark Biafor for out number 3. So Morgantown. Again, their runs coming in spurts. Another 4-run inning gives them another 4-run lead. 8-4 as we go to the 5th inning after the 60-second break. This is American Legion State Tournament Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
Welcome to CMA's Honda of Winchester, where you can drive an award-winning lineup of new and certified pre-owned Hondas, Accords, Civics, CRVs, HRVs, and more at CMA's Honda of Winchester. Owners just care more. Welcome to CMA's Honda of Winchester, where you can drive an award-winning lineup of new and certified pre-owned Hondas, Accords, Civics, CRVs, HRVs, and more at CMA's Honda of Winchester. Owners just care more.
Moving on now to the top of the 5th inning. Morgantown leads 8-4 against Bridgeport post 68. Post 2 with another 4-run outburst. Once again, it'll be the 7, 8, and 9 hitters Dylan Travinsky will face. Still out for his 5th inning of work. He's struggled a little bit, but he's been able to do well enough that Morgantown still has a 4-run lead. First pitch of the inning is in for a ball to Connor Blake. Second pitch is a foul ball over towards the third base side. 86 pitches for Travinsky. He comes up on the pitch limit pretty soon. The next pitch will bounce for ball 2. Now the next one is a strike. Connor Blake grounded out in the 2nd inning. Got himself a single in the 2nd inning, or the 3rd inning. There's another one towards left field, but hooking foul. Two-two pitch now. This is a ground ball right back to Travinsky. He will lob it over to Cottle for out number 1.
Now batting, number 3, Grant Lively.
Brings up Grant Lively. 1 for 2 with an RBI double. This breaking ball will be outside for ball 1. Here's a bunt attempt by Lively. Coming out from behind the plate and getting it is Cash, but the first base umpire makes the call here from behind. I think he's going to say that the ball hit off of Lively, which I believe would have been in fair territory, which would mean that Lively is just out regardless. Hit the bat twice is what the first word we're going to get over here from our PA announcer, which makes sense. It hit something, ball hit something twice. It hit the bat once, and then if it hit Lively or if it hit the bat. Top of the fifth is brought to you by L.A. Roberts Jewelers, committed to excellence in quality design and craftsmanship, located at 146 North Queen Street in Martinsburg. Long conference here between the umpires. And they will call the batter out. We'll get a short word from Bridgeport coach coming over from the third base side. That'll be out number 2. Sam Goodwin comes up. Takes first pitch for a ball. 2 outs now. 1-0 count to Goodwin. And the next pitch, strike 1. One count, 2 outs. Travinsky getting into a bit of more of a groove. As I say that, he bounces one for ball 2. Two one. This one's hit high in the air, but it looks like it'll go out of play over towards the batting cages. Over the concession stand. Brings the count to 2-2 with 2 outs. Trubinsky fires, and he'll bounce this one again for ball 3. Goodwin reached on an error, stole the base, and eventually came around and scored. The second inning, and then the third, he grounded out to the first baseman. 3-2 pitch is low for ball 4. So Bridgeport does get a 2-out base runner. Brings up the top of the order, Zach Rohrig. First pitch, breaking ball outside, ball 1. Rohrig 1 for 2, a single, a walk, and a strikeout. Here's a line drive, deep left field, going back and over the head of Wenkai Campbell. It's going to bounce all the way to the wall. Runner's going to come all the way around and score. Sam Goodwin again speeding around the bases, scoring again. RBI double for Rohrig makes it 8-5. So post 68 once again able to cut into the lead of post 2, but still some making up to do. Still down by 3. Travinsky's first pitch to now the pitcher, Brody Pierce, will be a strike. This will be the spot in the order. Any new pitcher for Bridgeport has to hit in. Strike 2 now to start the at-bat. Brody Pierce, sac bunt, RBI single, and a flyout in 3 at-bats. The 0-2, check swing. They'll say that he did not go. So that'll be ball 1. Able to keep the bat head from going around past the front of home plate. 1-2 count. This is going to be hit high up in the air, but foul over top of the first base dugout. Zach Rohrig, after his RBI double, stands out as the base runner at second base. Here's the 1-2. Another ball that hits the turf. Brings the count even at 2-2. Travinsky with the look back. Now the throw on 2-2. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. 4 Ks for Travinsky. Gets him through his 5th inning. Able to keep Morgantown up by 3 runs. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th after this 60-second break. This is American Legion West Virginia State Baseball Tournament on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
The Berkeley County Youth Fair, a summer tradition that everyone looks forward to. Carnival rides, bull riding, truck pulls, and demo derbies. Your favorite fair food. Come support the area youth at livestock competitions and see all of their hard work. Follow us on Facebook or check us out online for the complete 2024 fair schedule. It's the Berkeley County Youth Fair, 8 action-packed days of fun for the whole family, August 3rd through the 10th.
WVU Medicine is pleased to have physical medicine and rehabilitation, neurosurgery, and neurology all in one place at the WVU Rockefeller Neuroscience Institute Martinsburg Clinics, located in a custom-designed suite on the 3rd floor of the WVU Medicine Spring Mills Medical Office Building at 61 Campus Drive. We look forward to welcoming patients at this larger location in Spring Mills. For more information about the WVU Rockefeller Neuroscience Institute Martinsburg Clinics, call 304-596-5038.
Our bottom of the 5th is brought to you by Trips Flooring. Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring needs? Call Trips Flooring at 304-229-7009 or online at tripsfloorsanding.com. 8-5, post 2 out of Morgantown. Still leads Bridgeport post 68 as Morgantown comes up to the bat. Dylan Bishop with you for Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Aiden Sensabaugh is our on-site producer. Talia Tompkins, producer back at the studio. Ball 1 outside to start this inning to Jet Walters. Brody Pierce back to work. His first full inning up on the mound. He'll throw 2 straight balls to Walter to start. Walters walked with the bases loaded in his first at-bat as Pierce has one get away from him for ball 3. Walters then flew out to center field in the 3rd inning. So far through 2/3 of an inning, Pierce has given up 1 walk, 1 hit, and 1 run. The other runs being charged to the starter, Justin Duvall. Strike 1. Jet Walters was ready to throw the bat down and take a jog to first. But he'll step back in. 3-1 count. This time he will be able to throw it for ball 4. His second walk drawn today. And that'll be it for Brody Pierce. He tosses the ball to his coach, and he will power walk to the dugout. So we'll see another new pitcher for Bridgeport post 68 after this 30-second break. This is the West Virginia American Legion Baseball State Tournament on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Sean Vi will be the new pitcher for Bridgeport post 68. Brody Pierce goes 2/3 of an inning. Works himself out of the 4th inning, the 4-run inning for post 2. Starts off the 5th with a walk and then gives up the ball to Sean Vi. Official line for Pierce will be 2/3 of an inning, 1 hit, 2 walks, 1 run credited to him. Next batter up for Morgantown post 2 will be Tristan Millick, who, much like Cody Thomas, has drawn a walk in all of his at-bats. Morgantown has gotten on base with a walk 9 times in this game. 7 walks by Justin Duvall and 2 from Brody Pierce. So we'll resume play. Runner on first, no outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Dylan Duvall creeps in from third base to watch for the bunt. Strike 1 taken by Millick. Next pitch will be outside, ball 2. The third game of the third day of the American Legion State Tournament here at P.O. Faulkner Park in Martinsburg. Winner of this game will face Wheeling post 1 at 4 o'clock tomorrow. Loser will still be in it and face Charleston post 65 tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Pickoff attempt. It's a 2-1 count. And this is a nicely hit ball in the left field, but right at Mark Beafor, the left fielder, for the first out. Max Cash will come up, grounded out to short, and got a runner moved up on a sac bunt so far in his 2 at-bats. Next pitch, outside, ball 1. Runner caught between first and second, throw down, and they got him. Connor Blake. A nice throw, a bit of a hesitation from Jet Walters, moving between first and second. Enough of a hesitation for Connor Blake to get him. Second out of the inning, and now the bases are cleared. It's a 1-0 count to Cash. Now he will swing through for strike 1. Vi will step off the mound and regather himself. Here's a 1-1 high leg kick from Vi. Another big cut and big miss by Cash. One-two count. Cash will step back in. Vi winds and fires. There's a well-hit ball, center field, and over the head of Sam Goodwin. This will be 2 bases for Max Cash. He'll stop there with a 2-out double. So Morgantown just having whatever they want in terms of offense for a lot of this game. 4-run bottom of the first, 4-run bottom of the fourth. Now with 2 outs, they'll have a runner in scoring position to see if they can add on another. Gabe Templeton will come up. He singled his last time around, making him 1 for 2 for the day. First pitch from Vi. This is hit well into right field. If this is fair, it'll land for an RBI, and yes, it will. Grant Lively will get over to it and throw it in, but not before Gabe Templeton has another double. Morgantown post 2 has another run. Score is now 9-5. Post 2 out of Morgantown, just looking like a machine so far for a lot of this tournament. They only won yesterday's game against South Charleston 2-1, but they were able to get the walk-off single in the 7th inning. Of course, only gave up 1 run for the entire game. Whenever their pitching has faltered, the bats have stepped up. This one's hit on the ground by Gunnar Riley. Throw down to first base by Duvall is in time for the 3rd out. So Morgantown post 2 will add on another run. Makes it 9-5 as we go to the 6th inning. Only 6 outs to go for Bridgeport. Post 68 to make up a 4-run deficit. This is the American Legion West Virginia State Tournament. Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Tomorrow's success begins with today's preparation. Give your child a pathway to flourish and thrive with a well-rounded education. Enrollment is now open at the Classical Christian Academy in Martinsburg. Visit tcca.life/information. Tomorrow's success begins with today's preparation. Give your child a pathway to flourish and thrive with a well-rounded education. Enrollment is now open at the Classical Christian Academy in Martinsburg. Visit tcca.life/information.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
New pitcher on the mound for Morgantown. We start this out. Ethan Dorkins on the mound as we start the 6th inning.
Now pitching for post 2, number 27, Ethan Dorkins.
5 innings pitched for Dylan Travinsky. 7 runs and 4 walks. 4 strikeouts, gives up 5 runs in the end. It'll be the heart of the post 68 order. 3-4-5. Beafor, Duvall, and Michaelis up to try to cut down on this deficit. Mark Beafor will come back up for his 4th at-bat. He's had 2 singles. Stole a base last time around in the 4th inning. So Morgantown will need 6 outs from Dorkins to advance to just being 2 wins away from a state championship. First pitch will come in low for ball 1. Morgantown was the state runners-up last year to Berkeley Post 14, and now Post 14's been eliminated. Strike 1, evens count 1-1. Now the next pitch, foul ball, bounces back into the catcher. Brings the count to 1-2. She missed it earlier today. It was a 5-1 win for Charleston Post 65 over Berkeley Post 14. And then a 3-2 win in 8 innings for Wheeling Post 1 over South Charleston Post 94. Another foul ball. Means Post 14 is eliminated. South Charleston is eliminated. Charleston Post 65 and Wheeling Post 1 move on as ball 2 comes across. The other 2 teams that we'll see tomorrow are the 2 in this game. It'll just be a matter of who they play and how many more they can afford to lose. Strike 3 called on the inside corner. One batter faced and one struck out for Ethan Dorkins. Winning team of this game plays at 4 o'clock tomorrow. Loser plays at 1 o'clock. Brings up Dylan Duvall. First pitch will be bounced and go between the legs of the catcher for ball 1. Top of the 6th inning is brought to you by Parsons Ford, 1400 Shepherdstown Road, and online at ParsonsFord.com. They became number 1 by making you number 1 first. Parsons, as the 1-0 comes inside for ball 2. Next pitch from Dorkins will be high for ball 3. Duvall has drawn 2 walks so far today, has a single in his other at-bat. He's going to show bunt, pull it back on the 3-0. Strike 1 comes across. Trying to mess with the strike zone of Dorkins on 3-0. Now the 3-1 will be low and outside for ball 4. So make it 3 drawn walks by Duvall. 5 walks overall at the plate for Bridgeport. 4 of them drawn by Travinsky. On Travinsky, I should say. And that'll be Dorkins' first. Brings up Rowan Michaelis. Sac fly RBI, sac bunt, swinging strikeout. In 3 times at the plate. First pitch he sees is inside for ball 1. Morgantown will bring up the 2-3-4 hitters in the next half inning. Another one bounced by Dorkins. It's a 2-0 count. That'll be Campbell, Thomas, and Montag. Ball 3. Critical game in this tournament where you set yourself up for getting to the state championship game, state championship day, if you want to call it, on Monday, only needing 1 win rather than 2. 3-0. Strike 1 as Michaelis started to make his way down towards first. Monday we'll have 2 games if necessary. Depends on whether the loser's bracket team can win game 1 on Monday. Foul ball makes the count 3-2. Full count to Rowan Michaelis. Steps back in to the batter's box. Here's the pitch from Dorkins in the zone, but getting the bat on it and sending it foul is Michaelis. He stays alive. Isaac Lowe on deck. Connor Blake in the hole. Duvall takes his lead. Blows a big bubble over there at first base. The full count pitch is ball 4. 2 straight walks by Dorkins. Puts runners on first and second. Brings the tying run to the plate. Isaac Lowe, who does have an RBI single, has 1 hit in 3 at-bats so far today. Dorkins ready. Gives a quick look to second, now comes to the plate. This is low for ball 1. So Dorkins having some trouble finding the strike zone. Was able to get a call, strike 3 on the outside corner in the first batter he faced against Beafor, but no luck since then. Another one outside, ball 2. Duvall on second, Michaelis on first. Here's the 2-0. That one does find the plate for strike 1. Two-one count. Foul ball straight back to the backstop. Evens the count at 2 apiece. Two. Pitch from Dorkins. Bounces that one way in front of the plate. Runs the count full, 3-2. 2 runners on. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground towards first. They'll go to second for 1. Ball pops off the glove of Cody Thomas. Runner will try to come home, and he will make it across the plate. Bridgeport, post 68, cuts their deficit to just 8-6. Excuse me, 9-6. I'm glad we had that. Glad Aiden over here is keeping me in check.
That's what good producers do.
Third game of the day, you start to lose track of things at some point. And we'll get a mound visit. It looks like that's all we'll get. Dorkins will stay out after a conference with his pitching coach. So it's Duvall who comes across the score, making it 9-6. Still 3 runs for Bridgeport to make up. Runners still on first and second. Still 1 out.
Now batting, number 00, Connor Blake.
First pitch, Blake sees will be a strike. Blake is 1 for 3 so far. Another one from Dorkins, low. Ball 1, 1-1. And here's the next pitch. That'll be a foul ball over towards third base. Oh-2 count to Connor Blake. Excuse me. Next pitch from Dorkins. That'll be outside for a ball. 2-2 is the count. Runners on first and second. Here's the 2-2. This will be hit on the ground to third base. Millick to Walters to Cottle. The throw at first will not be in time, so they'll only get 1 out. That'll bring up number 3. Grant Lively. Runners are now on the corners with 2 outs. Watches the first pitch go for a ball. second pitch as well. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Bridgeport, post 68, still trailing by 3 runs, 6-9. For post 2 of Morgantown. His next pitch is outside. Two and one. His first pitch came in for a strike. Strike 2 on the outside corner. To Lively. Lively, RBI double. His only hit so far today. Here's a 2-2 from Dorkins. So it hit well into left center field. Tracking it, making the play on the run is Gunnar Riley for the third out. Post 68 of Bridgeport gets 1 run up on the board, but they still trail 9-6 as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Morgantown post 2 has one more chance to extend their lead before they can possibly win it in the field in the top of the 7th. Take a 60-second break and be back with more American Legion State Tournament Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
I do.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
I can't believe you didn't fill up.
That's double my rent. Not my car.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
You had one job.
It's between girls.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
The Skinner family has been representing West Virginians for more than 50 years.
We've changed the name of our firm to Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers because we want to be clear about what we do. We represent people who have been in car, truck, and other catastrophic accidents.
We're here to be a voice for the injured and vulnerable, and we take that job seriously with deep commitment to serving our clients wherever they are.
Just Google Skinner Accident Lawyer or visit SkinnerWins.com. We'll treat you like family.
Another new pitcher for Bridgeport post 68. Dylan Duvall moves from third base onto the pitcher's mound. And moving from second to third will be Zach Rohrig. And coming into the game for the first time, Sammy Vianney, who we saw pitch a gem on Thursday against Potomac Valley post 64, having a no-hitter through 6 innings, having a shutout through 7 2/3 innings before being pulled in extra innings and not being able to be the winning pitcher in the end. Dylan Duvall will try to keep Morgantown post 2 at just 9 runs. Our bottom of the 6th is brought to you by WVU Medicine, Berkeley, and Jefferson Medical Centers, leading healthcare here and everywhere. Be Wenkai Campbell, Cody Thomas, Tommy Montag. 2, 3, 4 in the order. Due up for Morgantown. So a tough task. Ball 1 comes across to start the inning. Now ball 2. Next pitch will be fouled away. Next pitch will be outside, ball 3. Sean Vi leaves after giving up 2 hits in the 5th. Allowed a runner to score, but that run will be credited to Brody Pierce, and there's ball 4 from Duvall. It's the 10th walk drawn by Morgantown so far in this one. Campbell goes to first. Cody Thomas steps up to the plate, and speaking of those walks, Cody Thomas has 3 of them in his 3 at-bats. He'll take strike 1. And he'll take strike 2. So it'll take some work from Thomas if he wants to draw a 4th walk to really be patient here, down 0-2. Runner on first. Campbell takes his lead. Pitch comes in, ball 1. One-two count. Next pitch outside for ball 2. So Thomas able to work the count back to even. Here's the next pitch, and now Thomas works the count full. So from 0-2 to 3-2, as it looks like a ball got away from somebody in the Bridgeport bullpen. Had to take a small timeout for that. Runner goes on the 3-2 count. This one's popped up in fair territory. Pitcher calls off his catcher, makes the catch. As the runner was trying to steal, he'll get doubled up. It's a 1-3 double play.
Now batting number 22, Tommy Montag.
Brings up Tommy Montag with 2 outs and no runners on. Morgantown, 1 more out before they go back into the field to try to win this one in the top of the 7th. Ball 1 comes into Montag, who so far today flew out to left field, fielder's choice, and an RBI double. And here's ball 2, 2-0. Long wind-up pitch from Duvall. Just misses. Ball 3. And here's a 3-0. And that'll be just outside for a 4-pitch walk. Make it 11 walks for Morgantown. Drawn on the Bridgeport pitchers. Caleb Cottle's had a single, fielder's choice, and a flyout as he watches ball 1. Next pitch, runner Montag goes, throw it down. And he's safe at second base. Tommy Montag steals. That comes in for a 2-0 count. Montag, the freight train coming down to second base. Morgantown has a runner in scoring position. Let's see if they can do anything with it here with 2 outs. Trying to extend their 9-6 lead in the bottom of the 6th. Here's a 2-0 from Duvall. That'll be a ground ball hit right to the pitcher, and he will just run it over to first base himself for the 3rd out. So, base runner left on for Morgantown. But that'll be it. He's left on base, and we'll go on to the 7th inning, where Bridgeport will be down to their last 3 outs. Morgantown will try to advance through the winner's bracket one more time. Take a 60-second break and be back with the top of the 7th as the American Legion State Tournament on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
Panhandle Printing and Design is your full-service local print shop.
With over 50 years of combined experience, we know how to handle all of your printing and design needs.
We can handle anything, from small business cards to wrapping large vehicles. Our in-house design team can do it all. As a staple of this community, we love helping people promote their events, businesses, and anything they're passionate about. Envision, create, and bring your ideas to life with Panhandle Printing and Design.
Back for the top of the 7th inning, brought to you by Mother Shucker's Crab Shack, located at 1014 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. If you don't like it, shuck it up, Buttercup. 3 outs to go for Morgantown post 2 to get the win. Have to face the very bottom of the order and then the top. 9-1-2 in the order. Sam Goodwin to start. Goodwin's had himself a good day. When he's gotten on base, he's come around and scored. He takes ball 1 to start. Reached on an error, stole a base. Came across home plate. And then he walked and scored all the way from first on a double by Rohrig in the 5th. 1-0, bounced by Dorkins. Dorkins hasn't struggled enough to let Bridgeport come back into this game yet, but he has had his control issues. Two-0 count. Inside for ball 3. Three-0 count now. Goodwin will watch it go for ball 4. Third walk by Dorkins. A time called. We'll have at least a visit out on the mound. We'll see how short of a leash this is for Dorkins, and the leash is exactly this short. He'll hand the ball to his coach, and he'll walk off. 1+ inning pitch, 3 walks, 1 strikeout, 1 run given up. Take a 30-second break. Morgantown post 2 brings in a new pitcher. It's American Legion State Tournament Baseball at Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Have you been smoking? I can smell it. Hickory.
I'm gonna watch you smoke the whole pack. Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
Have you been smoking? I can smell it. Hickory.
I'm gonna watch you smoke the whole pack. Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
Tommy Montag will come in from the DH spot to be the pitcher. Try to get 3 outs without Bridgeport post 68 getting 3 runs. Morgantown High School product Tommy Montag will come on as post 2 will drop the DH. And Bridgeport post 68 will bring up the top of the order. Zach Rohrig will be the first batter that Montag faces with a runner on first and no outs. Pitching changes brought to you by Smallwood and Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution at 121 Administrative Drive in Martinsburg. Call them at 304-263-3361.
Now batting number 29.
just a straight swap. Pitcher and DH. Still Millick, Thomas, Walters, Cottle, left to right in the infield. Campbell, Riley, Templeton, left to right in the outfield. Montag starts with a strike to Rohrig. Montag looking to shut the door on Bridgeport. Second pitch will be just a bit inside for ball one. And not an elimination game, but still big stakes in this double elimination tournament. See who gets their first loss. This is a pop-up in the infield. And coming in and making the catch is Cottle from first base. There's your first out. Coming in for his first at-bat since he came in to play second base in the pitcher's spot in the order now, Sammy Vianney. Vianney showing bunt, tries to get it down. It was high, but he put the bat on it anyway and hit it foul for strike one. Looked like he was more so trying to bunt for a hit than sacrificing. Obviously, wouldn't be much of a great idea to sacrifice down by 3 runs. He'll swing away at this one, and he'll get it to drop down into right field. Hits it the other way for a single. Goodwin stops at second base. Bridgeport keeps the rally alive.
Now batting number 19, Mark Beaverford.
Brings up Mark Beaverford, who has 2 singles on the day so far. Grounded into a fielder's choice. Well, last at bat, he struck out looking. Pitch right on the corner that I think he thought was a little outside against Ethan Dorkins. The first pitch to him in this at bat is a ball. And this will be inside as well. Here's the 2-0. This is outside for ball 3. Before steps back in, 3-0 count. Montag throws, and he will get it across for strike one. Beafor started to walk down the first, assumingly thinking it was low. And the next pitch will be in for strike 2. Montag gets the count back to full. Looks back at second. Now the pitch. Hit up in the air high, but way foul. Over towards the indoor batting cage. Another payoff pitch coming from Montag. Comes to the plate. This is hit on a line just over the outreach glove of Jet Walters. But it'll only advance the runners 1 base. But that does load the bases. Brings up Dylan Duvall, who in 4 at-bats is officially 1 for 1, as he's singled and drawn 3 walks. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Thursday morning's hero in extra innings, Rowan Michaelis, is on deck. He had the walk-off single in the 8th inning against Potomac Valley Post 64. His next pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Next pitch. It's going to be hit in the air. This is going to fall in. 1 run is going to score, and the ball gets past the outfielder, Gabe Templeton. 2 runs are going to score. Make it 9-8. 2 RBI double. Let's call it a single and an error out in the field for Dylan Duvall. 2 runs come across the score, and suddenly Bridgeport is only down by a run. The tying run is on third. The go-ahead run is on second. We'll get a pitching mound visit. But it looks like Tommy Montag will stay in. Try to get these last 2 outs. And once again, it's Rowan Michaelis who has a chance to be a hero for Bridgeport. And, well, he actually won't have a chance because they will intentionally walk him to load the bases for Isaac Lowe. So he'll go down to first base. Isaac Lowe comes up. Only 1 hit on the day, but it was an RBI single. He reached base on an error last time, grounded out the first base in the first inning, and struck out in the 4th to go along with that RBI single in the 3rd. First pitch is low, bounces in front of the catcher Max Cash. Now the next pitch. This one will just catch the inside corner for strike 1. Connor Blake on deck. Grant Lively in the hole. This is going to be hit into left field for base hit. The tying run will come home. The go-ahead run will be held up at third. Isaac Lowe ties the game with an RBI single. Be a 4. Tying run there as he comes across. Brings up Connor Blake. Swing and a miss by Blake. Montag giving up 3 runs in this inning. And here's a blooper. Looks like Cody Thomas is going to be able to get under it, though, and make the catch for out number 2. So now Grant Lively, 9th batter of the inning for Bridgeport. 1 for 3 with an RBI double. And he'll watch the first pitch go for strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch. Lively will watch it for ball 1. Bases loaded. Tie game. Top of the 7th. 2 outs. Lively takes strike 2. Bridgeport trying to take the lead here. 1-2 pitch. Swing and miss. Strike 3. Montag able to get out of the inning. Still keeping the game tied at 9. Giving Morgantown post 2 a chance to come up in the bottom of the 7th and get the win without having risk of losing in the 7th. We'll take a 60-second break when we come back. See if Morgantown can retake the lead and get the win in the bottom of the 7th. This is American Legion State Tournament on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or HancockChevy.com.
We go to the bottom of the 7th, tied at 9. After a 3-run top of the inning from Bridgeport, post 68 keeps them alive. And with that, it'll be a new pitcher on the mound for Bridgeport to try to keep them alive.
All cheeseburgers, hamburgers, and hot dogs are $1 until the end of the game.
Bottom of the 7th inning, brought to you by CMA's Martinsburg and Winchester dealerships. Proud to be the owners who just care more.
I like your attitude, sir.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but hamburgers and cheeseburgers here at P.O. Faulkner Park are now $1 for the rest of the game. We've been here for a while. It's what the people deserve for sticking it out. 9-9 here in the bottom of the 7th. For Morgantown post 2, it'll be 6, 7, and 8 in the order. Jet Walters, Tristan Millick, and Max Cash. Walters has walked twice and flown out. He'll be the first batter to face Rowan Michaelis, who will throw a strike to start this one. It's the 5th pitcher used by Bridgeport. This is a bouncer. Ball 1. Michaelis will wind and fire. Pops this one up. See if it stays in play. It looks like it will, but Zach Rohrig just barely misses it. Overran it a bit, tried to backtrack, and couldn't bring it into the glove. The count will be 1-2. So Walters lucks out. Gets to continue his at-bat. It was the bottom of the 7th. And Morgantown, post 2, got it done last night in a 2-1 victory against South Charleston. And it was the bottom of the 8th inning that Bridgeport won their first game. As strike 3 is called on the outside part of the plate. Rowan Michaelis sends down Jet Walters.
Now batting, number 20, Tristan Millick.
Now it's Millick. Step in and watch strike 1. And now the second pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Millick has drawn 2 walks and flown out the left field. Here's the 0-2. Tried a little too hard to get him to chase. This one bounces into the other batter's box for ball 1. Nine to 9 is our score. Here's the 1-2. This breaking ball doesn't break enough. 2-2. Now the next pitch from Michaelis. This is a foul ball. Out of play. Now stepping back in for another 2-2. Michaelis winds, fires, ball 3, high and outside. Now the full count pitch. This is hit into right field between first and second in the 3.5 hole for a 1-out single. The winning run is on base, Tristan Millick.
Now batting, number 5, Max Cash.
Max Cash steps up. He doubled his last at-bat. Ball 1. A double in this at-bat would have a great chance of winning this one for post 2. The 1-0 count. Michaelis readies and throws. And this is a wild pitch way past the glove of Blake, allowing Millick to advance to second base. Really sailing that one was Michaelis. His catcher will come out to talk to him. Perhaps Michaelis has to get a little more used to pitching from the stretch. 2-0 count now, so the winning run advances to second. He may not even need an extra base hit to drive him in. Michaelis readies. Here's the 2-0. Breaking ball. Misses for ball 3. Just off the plate. Breaking ball broke a little too far. The tall, lanky reliever, Michaelis, looks into his catcher. Readies. Turns. Looks towards second base. Doesn't make a throw over. I think he wanted to, but Vianney wasn't quite there. Now he'll ready for a 3-0 again. Ball 4. Fastball just off the outside part of the plate. Puts Max Cash on first base.
Now batting, number 7, Gabe Templeton.
Gabe Templeton comes back up now. He has 2 hits on the day, 2 for 3 with a single and a double. RBI doubled his last at-bat, so this part of the order did damage last time through against Ethan Dorkins. Or, excuse me, against Sean Vai. Time called as Michaelis steps off. And now the batter steps out. On deck, last night's hero, Gunnar Riley. He had the walk-off single in the 7th against South Charleston. First pitch to Templeton. Big sweeping curveball in for a strike. It's Millick on second, Cash on first. Bridgeport hoping for a double play to get out of this one. Strike 2. Oh and 2 is the count. Templeton ready at the plate. Michaelis ready on the mound. Here's the 0-2. Outside for ball one. Wheeling post 1 awaits the winner. Charleston post 65 awaits the loser. Tomorrow at 4 o'clock and 1 o'clock respectively. Time from the batter just before the pitch. Probably a purposeful mind game at the plate from the batter. Now the 1-2. Swing and miss, strike 3. Huge strikeout for Rowan Michaelis. And again, this is the man that got it done last night. Gunnar Riley. And with that, we'll get a mound visit. Riley's been making great plays out in center field, making them look easy just by his speed, but having to travel long distances out there. At the plate so far, first inning, grounded out to third base. Second inning, hit by a pitch. Fourth inning, 2 RBI triple. One that he was able to get down, hitting the opposite way over towards the right field line. Fifth inning, another ground out to third base. Making him on total 1 for 3. The triple and 2 RBIs. Riley steps in. Michaelis ready. Looks back at second. Now comes to the plate. Ball 1 high. Wenkai Campbell on deck. Yet to get a hit so far today. Did have a sac fly RBI. Here with 2 outs. That wouldn't be an option. Now the 1-0. Riley swings. Hooks it foul. Things have gone quiet here at P.O. Faulkner Park. As those in attendance hang on every pitch. The 1-1, outside, ball 2. Tough spot for Michaelis to be in. Can't let that runner come home from second base. Gunnar Riley trying to win it here in regulation innings. 2-1. And this is going to be fouled away. Riley wanted that one. Instead it goes over towards Martinsburg softball field. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Deuces wild in this 9-9 game. The bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch. Ball 2. It bounces. Runner's going to try to go to third, and not even close. Tristan Millick thought he could get a jump and get to third. It really probably wasn't necessary, because if Gunnar Riley gets a hit, there's a solid chance you can score from second. But with that, we'll move to extra innings. Tied at 9. We go to the 8th. After a 60-second break, this is American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or hancockchevy.com.
Free baseball. We go to the top of the 8th. Bridgeport post 68. Able to tie the game with 3 runs in the top of the inning. And then contain Morgantown post 2 in the bottom of the inning to send us to extras. In this main event classic. In the nightcap of day 3 of the tournament. The American Legion West Virginia State Tournament. Sam Goodwin will start off for this inning just like he did the 7th. Tommy Montag will start him off with a strike. And he'll foul off the second pitch for strike 2. Goodwin has come across the score 3 times today. And he's going to hit this one over to shortstop. Cody Thomas picks it up, throws, and makes the play for out number 1. Brings up the top of the order, Zach Rohrig. Popped up right to the pitcher last time. Strike 1. Start this at bat. And strike 2. Montag making quick work so far in the inning. And he'll bounce this one. Ball 1. One, 2 outside to even the count. We've been on a journey in this game. It's 1-0 Bridgeport, post 68, after the top of the first. There's another foul ball. After the bottom of the first, it was 4-1 Morgantown, post 2. Then it was 4-2 after the top of the second. And we were tied at 4 after the third. Then Morgantown exploded for 4 runs in the fourth to make it 8-4. Another one comes in, runs to count 3-2. Then the teams exchanged 1 run each in the 5th, 9-5. Bridgeport tacked on 1 in the 6th, 9-6. We have another foul ball. And then the top of the 7th, Bridgeport comes all the way back to tie it up. And that's how we get to extra innings. A lot different than the way we got to extras in the first game today. When Wheeling post 1 beat South Charleston post 94 3-2. This ball is hit well into left field and over the head, off the wall in left field. 2-out double for Zach Rohrig. His second double of the day, his 3rd hit overall in his 6th at-bat. 3 for 5 officially, as he had a walk as well. Montag's 5th hit given up. Tough draw for the loser of this one, as you have to play again at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Although the winner has to play at 4 o'clock. Strike 1 in to Sammy Vianney. Not quite a rough turnaround of a 10 o'clock start like we had first 2 days of the tournament, Thursday, Friday. Rough nonetheless. Another foul ball. 0-2 is our count. Vianney in his one at-bat since coming in. He singled and came across a score last inning. Pitch from Montag. Poking at it and hitting it foul to stay alive is Vianney. Chased it, but protecting the plate with 2 strikes. Montag readies, another 0-2. Just low for a ball. One and 2 with 1 out. Another foul ball straight back. Coming from the on-deck circle to grab that one is Beafor. Montag looks at second, now throws. Another one stabbed at by Vianney. Will it stay in play? It will not. As that one ran over, I think Caleb Cottle may have. He may have nicked our camera over there because it went out for a second, but it came back now. Count stays 1 and 2. Ball 2 inside. Couldn't catch the plate. Morgantown side, not happy about that one, but I will say, felt pretty clear from my angle that was inside, off the plate. 2 and 2. Montag again tried to go for the same spot, and he got the same spot. 3 and 2. Here's a full count pitch. Popped high up in the air. Max Cash takes off the catcher's mask and looks for it, and he catches it for out number 2. Pop out by Vianney will bring up Mark Beafor. 3 singles on the day for Beafor. A 4th one would almost surely bring in a go-ahead run. The speed Sam Goodwin has, he's scored 3 times already. Montag throws a ball to start. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And that's called strike 1. One and 1 is our count. Here's the pitch. It's low. Ball 2. Two-one count. Another pitch from Montag. This will be high for ball 3. Montag looks at Goodwin. Now he comes to the plate. This is hit high up into the air. Coming in from shallow right is Templeton. And he'll make the grab for the 3rd out of the inning. 1 runner gets on, but he's left at second base for Bridgeport post 68. Now Morgantown post 2 with another shot to win it up at the plate in the bottom of the 8th. We'll take a 60-second break and be back with more of the West Virginia American Legion Baseball State Tournament on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Insurance companies like to play games. They say they're on your side, but they aren't. We have a team that can handle any curveball they throw. At Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, you get a dedicated lawyer, and every case gets a team effort. So you get nearly 150 combined years of experience going to bat for you. And we like to win. Join the team that takes your personal injury case seriously. Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. We play hardball.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
We go to the bottom of the 8th. Here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Dylan Bishop with you on the call. Aiden Sensabaugh, our on-site producer. Talia Tompkins, our producer back at the studio. We've been here for a while. First game, regulation, the first 7 innings, took about an hour and 20 minutes. Through that 8th inning, came to about a regulation game. An hour and a half, hour 45, somewhere in that range. This game, 9-9 in the 8th inning, started at 7 o'clock. We're approaching the 3-hour mark. In a third game of the day. Morgantown Post 2 does bring up the top of the order after last inning ended with Tristan Millick being caught stealing. So Gunnar Riley gets a fresh at-bat. Foul ball on the first pitch. As I mentioned before, Riley got the walk-off single last night against South Charleston. Rowan Michaelis pitching for the second inning. This one's high for ball 1. One count. Here's the next pitch. That'll be outside. Ball 2. Connor Blake doesn't quite crowd into the glove either. Two and 1 is our count. 27th pitch thrown by Michaelis. Here's the 2-1. Popped up. Looks like it's in play. Rohrig looking for it. Drops it. Gunnar Riley speeding around to second base. It's the second time that Zach Rohrig has misplayed a ball. The first one, he lucked out that it's a foul ball. And Jet Walters was able to continue his at-bat. Walters lucking out there. This time, it's in play. E5. Winning run for Morgantown Post 2 on second base with no outs. We get a mound visit, and the ball is pulled out of the hands of Rowan Michaelis. Looks like we'll get some shifting around. I think Rohrig is going to be taken out of the field. We'll get a new pitcher. We'll figure out the defensive changes as we come to it. We'll take a 30-second break and be back with more of the American Legion State Tournament on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Is your skin dry or breaking out? Are your muscles sore and tight? Then take a few hours or even a whole day to refresh yourself, recover, and rejuvenate at Personal Reflection Day Spa, located at 102 Hovatter Drive in Inwood. Personal Reflection Day Spa is an award-winning spa for 15 consecutive years. The friendly, experienced staff will give you the treatment you deserve from the minute you walk in the door. Book your appointment by calling 304-821-1333 or online at personalreflectiondayspa.com.
New pitcher, Jack Gould, coming in to try to save the day and keep Bridgeport Post 68 alive. So, Jack Gould comes in to pitch. Rowan Michaelis will go to pitch from pitching going to first. Dylan Duvall will go back to his original position, third base. And it's Jack Gould coming in for Rohrig. So Rohrig taken off the field after the error. See if Gould can shut things down. With Wenkai Campbell coming to the mound, it's the second hitter in the lineup for Morgantown Post 2 with the winning run and a fast base runner at second base in Gunnar Riley. And the heart of the order, Wenkai Campbell, Cody Thomas, Tommy Montag, the next three up. You've seen a lot of sacrifices in this game. I have to wonder if Morgantown chooses to try to bunt Gunnar Riley over to third base. Or if they'll just try to ride it out with him at second, try to get a base hit and drive him in from there. First pitch of the game for Gould is just a little high for ball one. Wenkai Campbell has reached base on a walk twice. One of those was a hit by pitch. Flew into a double play and a sac fly RBI. Here's the 1-0. It nails him on the leg. Another hit by pitch for Wenkai Campbell. He did it in the first inning, and now he does it in what perhaps could be the last inning.
Now batting, number 21, Cody Thomas.
Brings up Cody Thomas, who had a grand slam on Thursday night. He's drawn 3 walks today, and then hit into a double play on a hit and run attempt. He will hit a foul ball on the first pitch of this at-bat. Oh, 1 count. Runners on first and second. It's the winning run at second base in this 9-9 game between Bridgeport Post 68 and Morgantown Post 2. The 0-1. Foul tip. Oh, 2 count. Jack Gould in another tough spot put in for a Bridgeport pitcher. Oh, 2 count. He ready. Here's the throw. Ball just breaks off the plate for a ball. Blake will walk the ball back to his pitcher. And they'll communicate, I think, what they want this next pitch to be. Just there. Gould steps back on the rubber. Long look in at his catcher. Now he sets. The 1-2. Hit high in the air. Running in for it is Goodwin. And caught too shallow for Gunnar Riley to tag up to third. Brings up Tommy Montag. Fifth at-bat for Montag. He's flown out the left. Fielder's choice. RBI double. And a walk in his 4 trips to the plate. He can make himself the winning pitcher with his own bat. First pitch to him. He'll come in low. Gould sets again. 1-0 count. Gets a sign from Connor Blake behind the plate. And the pitch. Another one that bounces low. Ball 2, pitching very cautiously to Montag. Caleb Cottle on deck. Cottle with 1 hit on the day. Jet Walters behind him with no hits so far. 2 drawn walks. The 2-0 from Gould. And he'll take strike 1, does Montag. The 2-1 pitch coming from Gould. This is hit high and into center field. Diving and missing the ball is a center fielder, and it gets past the left fielder. The ball rolls. Gunnar Riley easily slides in feet first to home plate. And it's a 10-9 victory. Another walk-off for Morgantown Post 2 to stay perfect in the state tournament. Ball drops in. It was a tough play for Goodwin to try to run over and make. I'll call it a double. I'll call it a hit in my book. Make it a walk-off RBI for Tommy Montag. He's the winning pitcher, and he drives in the winning run for Morgantown Post 2 to win 10-9 over Bridgeport. Post 68 will run right into the post-game show, presented by Palace Lounge on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg, with a full lunch and dinner menu with daily specials and a clean, comfortable atmosphere. Check out the menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page. Run down a game summary brought to you by the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to wvjusticelawyers.com. 10-9 in 8 innings. Again, ran down what happened in this game. It was a journey. It was a roller coaster. Bunch of lead changes, bunch of ties. Bridgeport goes up 1-0 top of the first. Then we go 4-1 Morgantown after the bottom of the first. An inning at a time, cutting it down. Bridgeport ties the game 4-4. Then it's another 4-run outburst by Morgantown. Teams trade a run each in the 5th. Make it 9-5. Bridgeport cuts in to the lead by 1 in the 6th. Then they tie it up with 3 in the 7th. And now Morgantown, Post 2, with one final run, wins it 10-9 in the 8th. Game stats brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Visit them online, fordofhagerstown.com. Gunnar Riley scores once, 2 RBIs for him. 2 RBIs for Tommy Montag, 1 for Wenkai Campbell, 1 each for Jet Walters and Gabe Templeton. On the other side, Bridgeport had a day of their own, 2 RBIs each for Dylan Duvall and Isaac Lowe. Zach Rohrig and Brody Price, each with 1 RBI also. Grant Lively gets 1 too, so does Rowan Michaelis. With that, our player of the game, brought to you by Rock's Local Markets, with convenient locations around the Eastern Panhandle. Fast, fresh, friendly. I'm going to give it to Tommy Montag. Winning pitcher with the winning hit. Drive in the 10th run for Morgantown Post 2. With that, we will wrap things up for day 3 from the state tournament. With that, let's give you what we'll have tomorrow. Losing this game sends Bridgeport down to the loser's bracket, They will play at 1 o'clock tomorrow against Charleston Post 65. Winner of this game, Post 2 Morgantown, will take on Post 1 in Wheeling at 4 o'clock following that one. 2 games tomorrow. You'll get Colin McLaughlin on the call for that one. Both of those. So, for Talia Tompkins back at the studio, Aiden Sensabaugh, on-site producer, I'm Dylan Bishop saying so long today from P.O. Faulkner Park. This has been the American Legion West Virginia State Tournament. Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Hope you have a great rest of your Saturday night.
You've been tuned into American Legion Baseball for the continued excitement of high school, college, and Major League Baseball. Keep it tuned to 106.5 FM.